What's good, y'all? It's your boy Mixtape Moth. Please hit that like and subscribe, as all of that is greatly appreciated. But today, I wanted to talk to y'all a little bit about AZ the Visualize. This East New York, Brooklyn legend just recently appeared on Math Hoffa's My Expert podcast, and I gotta admit, I was fascinated by the interview. AZ doesn't do many interviews, so it's always a great thing when we get to hear his perspective on things. But right off the bat in the interview, you got the sense that AZ is very guarded. And this really shouldn't come as a surprise, as he has portrayed that aesthetic in his music all these years. I mean, AZ is the one who came up with the idea for phone tap, so it makes sense. You know, AZ is that smooth, low profile dude about his money. He stays out the way, he dresses fly, and he doesn't chase clout. And those are always things that I could respect and relate to personally. So in this podcast, it did become apparent quickly that AZ wasn't necessarily feeling some of the questions, or maybe it was the way they were asked. I'm not trying to speak for him, but AZ did seem like a little annoyed at times throughout the interview. Although I gotta say, it did end on a positive note, so that's all that matters. But the topic of a Firm reunion album was brought up, and AZ stated that he wasn't sure if there would be an audience for it. Math and his co-hosts obviously seemed baffled by this, but let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Do y'all think that AZ was right? Or do you think that he is underestimating his fan base or the Firm's fan base? Who knows? Maybe there was more to it and AZ just didn't want to talk about it. Perhaps he tried and Nas just didn't want to do it. But let me know what y'all think. One thing that I do know, though, is there has been a huge underground traditional lyrical rap resurgence since like 2018, 2019, and 2020. So I think that if they did do a Firm reunion album, that they would have a better chance or get a better reception now than, you know, if they would have made it back in like the 2010s. And I am fairly confident that if you are viewing this video now, then you would likely eat up a new Firm album. I know personally for me, it would be very highly anticipated. But AZ was saying that the money would have to be right. You know, there would have to be a demand for it to make sense. Which made me think of when Raekwon was interviewed in the past talking about Wu projects, and as fans, sometimes we selfishly just want the artist to do it because we're fans and we want it to happen. We often don't really think about the business aspect and how, you know, the album would have to financially make sense for the artist. I will keep it a buck though. I don't think that a Firm reunion album would do the numbers like a Nas and Hit Boy album would. Well, perhaps if the project was promoted right and if you had production from the likes of, let's say, names like Dr. Dre, The Alchemist, and Hit Boy, you know, then maybe that would generate a big enough buzz. But really, I just wanted to talk a little bit about AZ today. I feel this interview came at the right time as he is scheduled to drop his new album next week on December 1st. I haven't listened to the singles yet, as I was just waiting until the full album arrives. But he did say that it was entirely produced by Buck Wild of DITC fame. So that seems promising because those two collaborated from the jump back in '95, and their chemistry was always intact. But let me know in the comment section your thoughts on this upcoming album. I do hope that I like it more than I did Doe or Die 2. The Doe or Die 2 review was one review that I felt that I had an opinion that was different from the majority of the people in the comment section. It was one of my videos that had the most negative comments ever. I mean, some fools out there really thought that I didn't respect AZ or that I hated him because I didn't love the album. And I thought to myself, damn, AZ must really have one of the most wildest fan bases, low key. But No, it was mostly positive. But that's all in the past. Trust and believe it's all good. Now, I am really looking forward to this upcoming album, December 1st. And I do encourage y'all to watch this interview if you haven't. And while we are on this subject of Brooklyn legends, before I close this out, Math Hoffa also recently interviewed Smooth the Hustler and Trigger the Gambler. And that almost inspired me to do a video on Smooth the Hustler. But let me know your thoughts below on this AZ project and about the firm reunion. It's peace and blessings. Mixtape Moth. I'm signing out. One.